Are you looking for new luxury homes here in Rocklin? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you one of Rocklin's newest luxury communities that just recently opened up. And I'm gonna go through all three models so you know exactly what's going on in this community, offering stunning views of the valley. So if you wanna know about the new luxury homes here in Rocklin, check this out. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam Galovi, and today we're gonna be reviewing the brand new community Finale at Whitney Ranch by Anthem Properties. And we're here right on the top hillside of the Whitney Ranch area, which is a very popular master plan development offering highly rated schools and also just a great place to live. It's an area that we get asked about all the time. I've had many clients buy in this area. So I'm gonna do an overview of Whitney Ranch and what you can expect when you live in a community like this. Now the Finale at Whitney Ranch is gonna be only offering about 60 different lots to be sold here. Single and two-story homes from about 3,200 to over 4,000 square feet. Now the special thing about these homes is they also will be offering guest suites depending on the size of the lot. But on top of that, you also have 3-car to 5-car garages. So I know some of our clients out there are gonna be looking for these big, massive garages and larger lots. So there's gonna be some opportunity here, but these truly are gonna be some of the last brand new homes being built here in this Whitney Ranch area. Now the pricing of this community is running a little over $1 million. Now at base, they're starting more or less around 1.2 million and can go well up to about 1.3, 1.4 million with lot premiums, of course, the upgrades inside and structural options that you choose so with the home. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Plan 2. Now this one is pushing 3,900 square feet. And as you can see, it looks almost like a 4-car. So it's actually a 2-car plus a 1-car. And that's because there's actually a full guest suite or like an in-law unit right here downstairs, which I'll show you guys. Let's get inside. All right, here we are inside the Plan 2. Right away, you can see it kind of opens up here to the side and you have a stair railing, which we'll get into here in a bit. But right off the entrance here, they did a really nice design. It almost looks like a tile design with hardwood right here. Very beautiful. Kind of mixes it up for the entry hallway here as we're kind of walking into the home. Now you'll see that flooring slightly change into more of a kind of standard hardwood down through the bottom. And this could even possibly be an engineered wood. It's gotten so good lately that a lot of times it's even hard to tell the difference. But you'll see here that you have 10-foot ceilings, even on the first floor, really nice. You have this oversized living area, a lot of windows coming in, and I'll even show you the view from the upstairs. Kind of flows into this dining area, and then of course you have this large kitchen. Now cabinets all the way up to the ceiling on a 10-foot, I think that's almost necessary. You'll see those extra cabinets up there. And then of course this beautiful island. You have that two-tone kind of look with the chef style kitchen. I love the big hood up above, gives it really a grandeur feel. And then you also have the cafe appliances, still offering gas as well. I know a lot of the new build communities are going more electric, so that's a nice touch with the stovetop there. And then of course here on the countertops, just a very beautiful design as well. Almost has a marble look to it. But I can't say for sure because nowadays there's just so many countertops to choose from. It's a little bit crazy at times. But here we go, continue with the cafe appliances with the fridge right here, extended kind of bar area, if you will, right here. And then back here would be your formal walk-in pantry. So a lot of space in this home, again, pushing almost 4,000 square feet. You also have a landing pad right here from the garage area, which you kind of enter right here. So it's got a good functionality when you're coming home from shopping. Now I'll show you the backyard in the video so you kind of get an idea, but let's continue on downstairs here because this is really the exciting part, I think, to this home is that it's so large downstairs that it has this guest suite option. And this guest suite option, I think, is gonna be a seller for a lot of people on these bigger homes, is that you kind of have this full kitchenette living area. As you can see, you have the fridge down there towards the end. You still have a wash sink, tons of cabinet space, and still like a little dining living area right here. So if you have people visiting long-term, maybe you wanna have some in-laws live with you or whatnot, this is a great setup for that. Now here would be also a garage entrance right there. And then you'd have your formal front door entrance as well to the guest suite. So you have a separate front door just for the guest suite. So you could totally close this off, make it private and its own. Now, of course, it does offer a full bath with that. Very nice tile design down below. Shower's a little bit simpler, but a lot of these upgrades let's just say if you don't like certain colors or the design, you can go to town with this builder. I mean, you can choose a lot of different designs and features, so this is kind of giving you some more standard options to choose from. Here would be the final bedroom here. More of a standard bedroom, good size, and still has 2 windows. Now, there's a little closet right here that I wanted to show. For those looking to kind of have that separate living, you still can do a stackable washer and dryer. So truly this door kind of separates it from the rest of the home. Now right here would be the powder room. Kind of have a half bath right here, which guests can use coming in and out of the house. And then right there would just be your coat closet. Now let's head on upstairs. I want to take you to the owner's suite first and foremost. I know a lot of people would be more interested in their room, right? You're purchasing the home. Now, oversized owner suite, I would say, very large room. You can definitely fit as big of a bed as you'd want here. Tons of natural light coming in, a lot of windows. But I think my favorite part about this is actually the balcony. So a balcony is gonna be an optional thing you can do with these homes. And it just has this large balcony right off the back. You just have beautiful views. Because right here, you're a hillside in Whitney Ranch. So you're kind of looking down below. And then even to the right off over there, I could see the Sutter Buttes clearly, the outline of them at least. So it's a very nice little area. And just having like a really relaxing spot like this, an oversized spot like this, I mean, it just feels like you could fit a whole family up here and just hang out. It's really cool. Now let's head on into the owner's bath. Of course, this is gonna be a little bit more wow, I would say. I love what they've done with the vanity. Really extended. You have the countertop sinks hanging up and over the top of the countertops. I love that. Very nice finish. I love also the pendant lights, doing a nice little drop down for accent lighting. And you have tile all across the wall here, making it almost like an accent wall tying into this tub area. Very nice, lots of space here. Again, all of this can be very customizable. So maybe some of you might not be crazy about the tile work. But one thing I do like personally is when they do kind of like that river rock stone down below. I think it's really nice. It makes it have like a little bit of a spa feature in these large showers. Extended walk-in closet. This is actually a very large closet. Some people may disagree with me. I know I have clients buying in this price point that sometimes 1 or 2 closets is just not enough. So I get that. Have your bedroom here. This would be kind of like first kids room. And then this one actually has a walk-in closet, which is really nice. And there's a whole nother piece to this home, which I'll show you here in a second. Just quickly, the bathroom. You have that separation with the shower and tub in the back. A bedroom here facing the front of the home. Fairly larger room, I'd say, definitely. But this is the cool part about this home. All right, you ready? So the rooms are kind of on this right side of the home, if you will. But then here you have this large, almost loft living room upstairs. It's got its own fireplace, entertainment setup up top, and it's just extremely large. And here on the second floor, we have about 9-foot ceilings, so it still feels very spacious. Now, one cool thing about this room is that it can actually be converted to a junior suite option as well. So if you kind of wanted an extra bedroom or a junior suite, which means that you basically have a full bath attached to the bedroom, you could do that. Laundry room, tons of natural light. You got windows on the front side of the home. I love it when there's windows in a laundry room like this. And check out this tile work. Very cool. All right, now we're gonna take you into their largest floor plan, the Plan 3 with over 4,000 square feet. Now the cool thing about this one is it's also got a 4-car tandem garage and a possibility for a guest suite. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome inside the Plan 3. Now right here, right off the entrance, you'll see you kind of have the hardwood feels down below. Again, that could be engineered wood as well. But up top, you'll see kind of this black paneling. Now that's more of a design feature you could do probably after. Really ties in the home nicely here off the entrance. Now continuing on down this way, you'll see you have a nice kind of open feel, a lot of natural light coming in. I love the fireplace and of course the accent wall right behind it. So you have a nice opening there. Kind of flows right here into the dining and then of course into this grandiose kitchen. Now, I think this is kind of the highlight of the home right here to me. I really love this kitchen. Again, the 2-tone cabinets here, you have more of a natural wood feel. Down below on the lower cabinets, with some almost like a gold brass finish on the knobs. And then up top, you almost have like a navy blue look up there. Now cabinets all the way up to the ceiling, kind of like the previous model. With this one, they have the glass on the front end, so you can kind of put your nice china up there, maybe some vases, kind of fill in the space. And I love this countertop here. This is really nice. It's got almost like a matte look to it a little bit in person. I know the camera could be showing it differently, but it's really nice. Large island. And then of course the pendant lights over the top really finishing it in. Here you'll see you have an extended buffet area, if you will, with a wine fridge right down below. Nice little spot for the wine glasses, and of course you can kind of put an espresso machine maybe up there or whatnot. I'm a big coffee person, so we always try to find where to make the coffee work, right? Now over here you kind of still have that double stack with the ovens. The upper one usually is almost like a microwave or a convection oven type feel. And then over here you have the cafe full range down below. So you still get 2 ovens, probably even 3 right here. But again, this upper one here on the left-hand side is more of a convection oven. And then you have the pot filler as well. I love what they did with the tile on the backsplash. It matches the countertops. It's really nice, kind of fills it in, ties it in really well. And then back here, you'll see that this would be your garage entrance right here. And then you kind of have a walk-in pantry, so a nice sized pantry. Now this is pretty cool because you can do it as a flex space like this, almost like a hidden little living room, if you will, maybe even a play area for the kids, depending what you want to do it. This also can be converted to a guest suite option. So if you wanted that guest suite inside your home, speaking with my sales reps here, they're mentioning that it adds square footage to the home, so it kind of opens up the home a little bit more. And so if you wanted to do a full guest suite option like in the last floor plan, you would actually be adding square footage, which also works only for very specific lots in the neighborhood, okay? So I know it's a lot of information. One thing we kind of missed here too, I don't know if you guys caught on to this, there's actually a second sink here looking out to the backyard, really nice, almost like a prep sink, and then you have another wine fridge. So how much wine could you store here? Unlimited potential. So really a grandiose kitchen, a lot going on here. A lot of these are upgrades. Of course, if something's not your taste and you want to switch something up, you totally could here. There's a lot of customization that you can do. So really paying attention to the flow. Now I'll back up here a little bit and you'll see that there's this large stackable glass door. Now this thing slides back and open. So if you're an entertainer, you love hosting, we get really hot summers here, and when it cools down in the evening, it's really nice to be outside. And I'll even show you. It just opens up like this. Super nice. You can get sunshades going if you wanted to. I believe they have them installed here on the electric ones, which is really nice. Large backyard with this lot. Definitely a pool-sized lot. And then of course upstairs you have the balcony. So just a quick glimpse here as what you could do. Very nice with the stackable glass door. That's always a nice structural feature that a lot of my clients have been getting with different builders. Now before I go on upstairs, I know I missed a little bit here, but I want to kind of go back to the front of the home. Here near the entrance, you have this basically a guest room. And why this is a guest room is you can feel that it's a little bit larger. You got more windows. It's facing the front of the home, but it also has a full bath attached, okay? So almost like a junior suite, as we'd call it, or an ensuite, some builders may call it. You have the full shower. Love the tile down there. And of course, the vanity, very nice wood looking look right there, with kind of tying into what the kitchen has going. And of course, that walk-in closet. Now on the other side of the hallway here, you have your guest bath with a large vanity, as you can see, kind of interesting. And then your kind of loo area right here. So that's kind of nice, having that in the hallway area as people are coming in and out of the home. Let's head on upstairs. I'll show you the rest of this home. Okay, now that we've made it upstairs, you can see it's like a 2-section to the staircase. Open railing. You have the upgraded railing here with a natural wood look, very nice. And then big loft, just absolutely ginormous loft. Again, a very nice characteristic of these larger homes is that you have these larger lofts. You can kind of multi-use them here. You can see they set it up almost like a little homework area for after school. Some people may even use that as an open office. Now, check this out. Balcony. Again, beautiful views. Balcony is something you could do on these homes if you chose to do so. Very nice. Again, with the ceiling fans, gives a little bit of breeze. Today is a really Nice day. It's starting to finally warm up here in Sacramento. We're running about 74, 75 degrees today, so it's truly beautiful outside. Now heading on this way, the owner suite's a little bit hidden. That's kind of a little around the corner there. Oversized owner suite, very large. You can see there's even plenty of room to even throw some like a sofa in here or some accent couches if you wanted to. But what I really liked is actually this owner's bath. You stepping in, you have this really nice tile, kind of a gray look, soaking tub in the middle, gives it almost like a Toll Brothers feel here, where you have the sinks on the right and the left. I love that they have this almost elevated feel, and what I mean by that is you don't really see the bottoms entirely. A lot of times you can also add underlit lighting, like little LED lights down there, so it's a really nice feature. Now the walk-in closet's right here. Not as big as the previous model. I think it's still doable. You also have a second one on the opposite side. See, a little bit more space here. This one's a little bit more confined. I do like that it has the windows, so it kind of gives you that natural light in the morning. Big open shower here. It's got a little seating area, which I call the think tank. And again, you can see here they went kind of a little bit different on the design. I prefer this. It's a little bit simpler maybe than the last one, but you also have the rainfall shower up top. This would be your laundry room, and this is a huge laundry room. Almost feels like a mini room, if you will. You can see they did the floating shelves up top. A lot of times with the builders, you can also do built-in cabinetry up top to really fill in the space if you wanted to do so. Sink is typically an upgrade option, just keep that in mind. A lot of people get it, very few actually I think use it, but that'll be up to you. Now over this way, you kind of have a shared bath, dual sinks, which is really nice. I love the tile that they did here. Almost has like a matte gray cement look to it. And then the shower. Now this would be just like linen storage right here, and then it kind of splits off into a few rooms. So it gets a little busy over here. You have one bedroom right here facing the front of the home. And this one is a junior suite, so it's got a full bath attached to it, which is really cool. I know some older kids living with you are gonna love that, having their own space. And also, if you are looking for more new builds in Rocklin, that's something that we also have on our channel. In fact, we actually have a few clients in contract on brand new homes in the area. So if that's something you're interested in or need help with finding a new home in the Sacramento area or specifically in Rocklin, you can always reach out to our team. This is something we specialize in, and helping people relocate into the area. And then your final bedrooms. And then this one actually has a walk-in closet. So rock, paper, scissors for whoever gets that one, right? Now, if you haven't heard much of Whitney Ranch before, it's an amazing master plan development, and it also has a small HOA attached to it. Most of the communities around here will be part of the HOA, running about $82 a month at the time of this video, and that includes access to the ranch house, where you have pools, the gazebos, an event center, I think even a little gym. It's a great little hangout area for the community. I've personally had clients buy here in the Whitney Ranch area, and they absolutely love it because the community is so well kept. It's truly a great place to raise a family. And of course, last but not least, I'm gonna show you the single story floor plan. Now this one is over 3,200 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms, but it also has a 3-car tandem garage. So this is gonna be one of the few single stories going on in the area. Let's check it out. All right, here we are inside the plan 1, the single story, the anticipated one. I love this large hallway right off the entrance. This one is different from the rest, and I can honestly say that, because the ceilings here, we're running about 12-foot ceilings. So it makes it feel just a lot larger and more grand on the entry. You kind of have this opening here, and it kind of has an east-west wing feel to the home. So before we get into the main part of the home, I'm just gonna show this really briefly. Right here, you'd have your first possible 5th bedroom if you wanted to. This one is operated as a flex room. So great office area if you wanted to have that. Now, over this way, you'd have a full laundry room. And why I say full, you have like tons of countertop space in here. I love the cabinet colors, kind of has a modern look to it. And then over this way, you have a bedroom with a walk-in closet. Again, set up as like a little gym area. And then another kind of full bath right here. Walking this way, this is what makes this house pretty cool right here, is if we take a turn right here, you'd have one of your bedrooms, right? And this one actually has the option of being a guest suite. So if you wanted to kind of have that in-law unit that we were talking about in the other floor plans, you could do that. Also, I love all the windows in here. Truly a lot of natural light coming in. And then of course, if you wanted to get this one as a guest suite, you'd still have a full bath like this, but then you kind of have that kitchenette area. So again, this one is not set up like that, but you do still get the junior suite, which is when the bathroom is attached to the bedroom. Super long walk-in hallway, very interesting, tons of space in there. And then you have another bedroom right here, okay? Also facing the front of the home, which I like, and then a walk-in closet. All right, so that's kind of this wing of the home, if you will. I'm gonna show you the rest of this house because I think this is the amazing part of this home. Now this home, really like this product right here, reminds me of their White Hawk community in Granite Bay, which is all single-story homes that are, you know, over that $1 million mark to $1.5 million. And we've had tons of clients interested in those. And this is kind of a product like that, but here in Whitney Ranch. So this builder, very similar, kind of has that similar feel. And maybe you've been watching my channel, you may have seen some of those models, but this is kind of what they've done. They have those really tall ceilings in the entryway and the living space. Here, it's still just as tall. It maybe drops down 1.5 feet or so, maybe 2 feet, but it still feels very large, very tall for a single story. It feels big, okay? Now, countertops, you can see you have the waterfall style countertops down the side. Very nice black look to it. It's a little bit interesting, right? Because you got those white, almost golden veins in there. Very cool. Now two-tone countertops, because the countertops switch almost to like a white quartz look. And then you'll see here, I love these cabinets up top. They got these more like modern handles on them. Now these have been getting really popular. I've seen a few of our clients get them on their homes. Really nice touch. And then on the appliances here, they're actually running Thermador. So kind of a little bit upgrade on the package, on the appliance packages. You could do that for any of these homes. But I love these stoves because you can see that there's a little bit different style to the burners there. Kind of the double stack here as well, continuing kind of like the previous models. Tons of countertop space, kind of like this L peninsula here. And then of course a walk-in pantry. So I think the kitchen and kind of the living area is the standout on this home. You'll see along the back too, there's a lot of windows. You got 3 windows right there off of the dining area, 1 to the right of that. You have a sliding glass door, 3 more windows here in the living with what I call the accent or the upper windows up top, especially with these tall ceilings, it really fills it in with light. And then you still have the option of doing a fireplace feature here, which I think you have a few different assortments that you can choose from, but it's got more of a modern look inside this home. Now walking to the back, I wanna show you something very cool. All right, so this is the owner suite. You can see here 3 windows again off the back, 2 more around the bed area, very nice, large. You have a fireplace on this one as well. So the fireplace almost backs to back here from the living area into the owner's suite. And then of course it flows really nicely here into this luxurious bathroom. What I love about this bathroom is the 2 separate sinks. You got the tub in the middle, beautiful oversized tub. And then continuing with those really slick cabinets we had in the kitchen area. If you notice here along the back, you also have a tile kind of backsplash, giving it a little bit of an accent wall in here. And I just love this large 2x4 tile. It looks like 2x4 tile across the bottom, which is very big and grandiose. And of course the walk-in shower. Feels like a spa in there. I know that the glare is not helping here, but it truly is beautiful. Now let's step into this closet. I think this is one of the better closets out of the models because they kind of did more of a cabinetry in here versus just like the regular built-ins that they do. So you could do something like this. You can even go a lot more custom. A lot of our clients, when they're buying homes in that $1 million price point or up, will typically rip out their standard closets and really just fill it in very nicely with all sorts of custom lighting for the bags, the watches, all that fun stuff. One cool thing about this home, and I wanted to show you because a lot of times they don't showcase the garage and how large the garage actually is. Now this one is set up as a 3-car tandem, okay? You can see my voice is already echoing in here. You could do a 4-car tandem if you wanted to. So I know for some people, they really want that garage space, they really want to maximize it. And I love what they've done with the flooring. They went epoxy floors in here, a little bit of built-in cabinets there. But this could be a 4-car tandem if you chose to do so. It'd probably take away from some of the square footage inside the home, but very large garage, as you can see, tall ceilings as well. So happy to show that to you guys. I know a lot of times they close off the garages, so it's really hard to know what's the true size in there. Well, there you have it, the newest luxury homes going on right now in Rocklin. It's truly in the name, finale at Whitney Ranch, one of the final few new builds going on here in the area. If you have any more questions on this community or are looking to move into the area, feel free to reach out to me and my team. We'd be happy to help you out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or consider sharing it with someone who you think would find value out of it. But for now, my name is Sam. You can always give us a call or text if you need some help on your next real estate transaction. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.